Have you ever felt like the world is personally attacking you? Like every comment, every side eye, every tiny criticism is a direct missile aimed straight at your soul? Well, buckle up because we're about to unpack the ultimate cheat code for stopping that emotional roller coaster. And trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. Picture this. I used to be the king of taking things personally. If someone looked at me funny, I'd spend the next 3 days creating an entire movie script in my head about how they definitely, absolutely, 100% hated my guts. My mind was like a drama factory on overdrive, producing award-winning narratives of rejection and personal vendetta. And spoiler alert, none of them were true. It all started back in high school. I was that kid who thought every whisper, every laugh, every sidelong glance was somehow connected to me. If my friend didn't text back immediately, clearly, I was the most annoying person on the planet. If a teacher gave me constructive feedback, obviously, they thought I was the most incompetent student in the history of education. My brain was a master at turning innocent moments into personal attacks. But here's the mind-blowing truth that changed everything. Most of the time, it's not about you. Like at all. People are walking around with their own complex universes of stress, problems, and internal battles. That colleague who seemed short with you, they might have just found out their dog is sick. The friend who didn't return your call, they could be drowning in work stress. That random stranger who seemed to give you a weird look, they were probably just trying to remember if they turned off the stove. Sounds simple, right? But implementing this mindset is like trying to teach a cat to do taxes. It takes practice, patience, and a whole lot of mental rewiring. But don't worry, I'm about to give you the cheat codes that transformed my life from a personal drama series to a comedy of Zen-like proportions. Want to know the secret sauce of not taking things personally? Want to learn how to turn those emotional landmines into opportunities for growth and laughter? Then you absolutely need to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, your future Zen self will thank you. And who doesn't want to be best friends with their future self? Let me break down the first cheat code of not taking things personally. Perspective Judo. It's like a mental martial art where instead of blocking emotional attacks, you gracefully redirect them. Imagine your brain as a super smart ninja that can instantly transform potential emotional wounds into fascinating psychological experiments. Here's how it works. When something feels like a personal attack, pause and ask yourself, whose movie am I actually starring in right now? Most of the time, you'll realize you've cast yourself as the main character in a story that isn't even about you. It's like photobombing someone else's vacation picture and then getting upset that you weren't the focus. Take relationships, for example. Ever noticed how two people can experience the exact same conversation and walk away with completely different interpretations? Your partner might say, "We need to talk about something," and suddenly your brain transforms into a dramatic Hollywood trailer narrator in a world where communication goes wrong. But 9 times out of 10, they just want to discuss something as mundane as grocery shopping or weekend plans. The real game changer is understanding that people's reactions are more about their internal landscapes than about you. Think of it like weather patterns. Someone's stormy mood isn't a personal hurricane targeting your emotional coastline. It's just their internal climate system doing its thing. You wouldn't take a rainstorm personally, would you? Same principle applies to human interactions. But here's where it gets really interesting. By not taking things personally, you actually gain superpowers. Suddenly, you become emotionally bulletproof. Criticism becomes feedback. Rejection transforms into redirection. Misunderstandings turn into opportunities for deeper understanding. It's like developing an emotional force field that allows you to observe without absorbing. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how do I actually do this in real life? Well, my soon-to-be Zen master, get ready for some practical mind-bending techniques that will revolutionize how you interact with the world. Techniques so powerful, they'll make your previous emotional reactivity look like a comedy of errors. Curious about these mind-blowing strategies that can transform your entire emotional ecosystem? Wondering how you can become the cool, calm, collected person who doesn't get ruffled by every little thing? Then smash that subscribe button right now. Your journey to emotional ninjahood starts here. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's dive into the ultimate cheat codes for not taking things personally. The Practical Ninja, moves that will turn you into an emotional kung fu master. First up, the mirror technique. Whenever someone says something that feels like a personal attack, imagine you're looking at them through a magic mirror that reveals their own inner struggles. Picture this scenario. Your colleague makes a snarky comment about your work. Old you would spiral into a pit of self-doubt. New you? You recognize that their criticism might be a reflection of their own insecurities, stress, or personal challenges. Maybe they're struggling with their own performance, dealing with a tough boss, or fighting personal battles you know nothing about. The second mind-blowing technique is what I call the emotional boomerang. Instead of letting negative comments stick to you like emotional Velcro, you learn to understand the energy behind the words. Every criticism, every seemingly harsh comment is actually an opportunity for growth, self-reflection, and sometimes a good laugh. Let me share a personal transformation story. Years ago, I would have been crushed by a single negative comment. Now, I've turned criticism into my personal comedy and improvement playground. Someone says my presentation could be better. Amazing. That's free coaching disguised as feedback. A friend points out a flaw. Fantastic. It's like having a personal life coach who doesn't charge by the hour. But here's the real secret sauce. Emotional detachment doesn't mean becoming a robot. It means becoming emotionally intelligent. You're not suppressing feelings. You're processing them differently. It's like being a feeling sommelier. You taste the emotion, understand its complexity, but don't get drunk on its intensity. The most powerful shift happens when you realize that your worth isn't determined by external opinions. You're not a human pinball, bouncing around based on other people's flippers of judgment. You're the entire arcade, complex, multifaceted, and in control of your own game. Think about the most confident people you know. They're not confident because everyone loves them. They're confident because they've mastered the art of not taking things personally. They understand that other people's opinions are just that, opinions. Not facts, not absolute truths, just momentary perspectives that come and go like clouds in the sky. Want to unlock the ultimate cheat code to emotional freedom? Want to learn how to navigate life's chaos with the grace of a Zen master and the humor of a stand-up comedian? Then what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now. Your future self will look back and thank you for this moment of absolute genius transformation.